Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans, the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, Coach Dave Yeager on the bench for the Grizzlies, as always. He's a coach who completely embodies the roster and franchise that he works for. Kenny, what can you say about Yeager's approach and how he handles his team?
He's not a guy that's going to be flapping his arms around. He's very quiet, hardworking, probably overlooked on how good a coach he is because his demeanor is so calm. But he's got a very practical approach. You know, everything he does. He's not flashy, but he's very effective, guys.
He embraces analytics. And he wants things to be backed up with facts when he's making his decisions.
Do you embrace analytics as well, Dr. O'Neal?
No, I do not.
Why not?
No such thing.
What do you mean?
No such thing.
Sure there is.
It's not.
There's advanced stats, analytics.
What did you look at? What did you look at?
Smats.
What did you look at?
I looked at you in your eye.
And said if you could play, you could play.
I looked at you in your eye and determined if you were going to be barbecue chicken, fried chicken, or souffled salmon.
When you look at me in my eye, what do you see?
Lasagna.
You guys are making me hungry again.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
You look Italian today, Ernie.
Outside the Forum, we see the bright lights of a Memphis evening. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. And it's Holiday in at point. Randolph can't hit. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Holiday with it. Conley picks him up. Barnes against Ashik. Gordon with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans on D. It's stolen by Davis. And it's Gordon missing. Gordon's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Randolph kicks to Gasol. Here's Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holiday dishes to Ashik. Doubled by Conley. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ashik.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. On the wing, Evans. Kicks it to Gordon. Holiday, the pass to Ashik. Outside Gordon. 5 to shoot. The feed to Davis. Now, 2 points with his first shot this game. He presented Barnes. Gets an open look and hits. Now Holiday.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the basket by Gordon.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 5. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies. And really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
And the Pelicans with possession here. After Memphis gets the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Conley kicks to Randall. Over in the corner, Allen. That 3 off the mark. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. That drops. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now, here's Randolph. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Conley against Holiday. Here's Barnes. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator, he's an agitator, and he's a team player, I think, at the core. Everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said, Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block and the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And the foul on Jordan Farmo. That's his first foul. Here's Pondexter.
We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here is Cunningham. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Stevenson. Anderson dishes to Ajinça, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
6 to shoot. Pondexter, the pass to Anderson. Here's Cole. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
To the paint. Anderson kicks to Cunningham. Cole dishes to Anderson. Banked in off the glass. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Cunningham. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach. One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Conley out there with Adams. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Hairston into the 3 spot.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Here's Evans. Michael Conley making his last shot. And that one's good by Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The 3 from Barnes. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. All right. And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can drop an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. And that one's good.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
Now Adams following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Here's Hairston, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Pelicans leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. And Stevenson's checked in for Hairston. And Tony Allen subbed in for Jordan Adams. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. The drive by Gordon. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Stevenson with a clean look. Pelicans pull it in. Ashik's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding, too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
You know, you look at the Pelicans, and it's not surprising, guys, to hear that they led the way or league in contested rebounds. I mean, they fight for every inch of space on the floor, and rebounding is just part of that mentality they have.
Some changes for Memphis. Randolph comes in for Barnes, and it's Carter. It's rebounded by Gasol.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Outside Carter, and again it's Memphis with the three.
And guys, going forward, the Pelicans will need to continue that mentality to grow into a playoff team. They'll have to have a blue-collar work ethic. That means continuing to fight for all those 50-50 rebounds. And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Usher. Pondexter comes in for Tyreek Evans. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Conley. Defense is right there. Randolph kicks to Conley. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Davis sets a screen. Stevenson against Gordon. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Stevenson. Inside, here's Carter, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Well, last season, Quincy Pondexter was moved to the Pelicans. He really took off after the trade and played some of his best basketball to date.
Some changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça comes in for Anthony Davis. And Dante Cunningham subbed in for Eric Gordon. Now here's Conley. He has 5. Launches a 3. No good. Pelicans leading by 4. Pondexter kicks to Cole. There's the pick. Passes it to Anderson. 1:19 left now here in the second. And he gets it to go. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside Conley. From downtown. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
And Cole kicks to Anderson. Here is Cunningham. He's guarded by Stevenson. Lets it fly from 18. Anderson's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Conley. Stevenson kicks to Gasol. Good. And now just a 1-point Pelican lead.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Cole the pass to Ajinça. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pelicans lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points, 3 steals, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half, but that's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Talk about some great numbers for Barnes. 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Boy, the Grizzlies had a good shot at winning their division last year. Ended up only 1 game behind the Rockets at the end of the season. Tough pill to swallow for them.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Davis and Ashik in the middle, and it's Evans in at the small forward. And finished off by Davis.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And for the Grizzlies, it would have been their first Southwest Division title ever last year. They remain the only team in the division to not win it yet. Houston won it last season.
Yeah, and they only went 9-7 last season within the division. That was still the best in-division record in the Southwest. Every other team went 8-8 or 7-9.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. Three of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Kicks it out to Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Allen right side. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Barnes, and Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. Conley against Evans, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. White, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Farmar comes in for Michael Conley.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
How about your Grizz Girls fans? Give it up!
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, for Eric Gordon, that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Allen for 3. That's good. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Ashik the screen for Holiday. Double team on Holiday, and stolen by Barnes. Randolph dishes to Farmer. Outside Randolph, wide open. Pelicans with the rebound. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
Evans with it. He's got 6. The pass to Ashik. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And, guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
Some changes for Memphis. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Conley in for Jordan Farmar. Conley kicks to Carter. Right, the pass to Randolph. It's stolen by Davis. Evans dishes to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. That 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And, Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to face him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Gordon kicks to Holiday. And Wright pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Carter with the 3. The shot will not go. Evans with some nice D. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Davis. Cunningham comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
And they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
Conley, the pass to Randolph. Carter inside the 3-point line. Releases from the wing and drills it. Carter's got 10 points. Pelicans leading by 8. Pass to Ajinça. There's a screen. Pondexter kicks to Cole. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose for 3. And he gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And so it's New Orleans with it. And Cole kicks to Anderson. Here's Pondexter. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside Conley. Good on the 3-point shot. Conley's got 11 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Pondexter, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's no good on the three. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. New Orleans on top, up by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Here's Farmar. And Stevenson is out there with Barnes. Then there's Farmar. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Adams in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 6. Evans attacking. Outside, Davis. Back to Evans. And stolen by Barnes. And it's Memphis on the break. Pushing it up. And it's blocked by Gordon. Evans outside. On the wing, Eric Gordon, defended by Gasol. They grab their own miss. Here's Hasek, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Hasek? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint, so long.
That's a great way to describe him, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead. And, you know, going back to Hasek, I mean, he's not just a big, immobile guy. I mean, he's got really good flexibility, and that's helped him develop some post moves at the offensive end. He's no longer Mr. Dunk or nothing.
And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And finished off by Hairston.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And going back to Amir Ashik's toughness, you can see it in his face. I mean, he's not going to smile at you. He's not going to show you any expression at all. Just a cold-blooded monster on the floor. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had one scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph has checked in for Barnes. Carter comes in for Hairston. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Adams. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Farmar.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity. Boy, it's a rarity, guys, when you see a team like the Pelicans make the playoffs but finish dead last in their division. File that under strange but true.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Carter with the block. Stevenson outside. Carter outside. Launches it. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists in the game. The caveat being for this Pelican team, the entire Southwest Division made the playoffs. I mean, you just don't hear that often, but that shows you top to bottom just how strong that division is, Greg. And the Pelicans fought hard to stay aloft.
They did. And listen, the fact that you go 8-8 in that division tells you that you are formidable. And that's all you can ask for, given how difficult that division is. The goal for them this year is to finish a little higher in their own division, and I'm sure that's a possibility.
And the basket by Gordon.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And it's Evans in the corner. Uncovered. Bullseye. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Conley dishes to Carter. Fires from deep. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 3. 1:50 left to play here in the 4th. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Allen's checked in. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off the inbound, no good. Grizzlies have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Gasol against Holiday. Gasol kicks to Carter. Memphis moving it around. Conley's shot is off.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And it's Evans missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To tie it up. Again, Conley missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And the shot is good. And that's now 19 points for Eric Gordon.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead. Conley with a wide-open look, sinks it, and now they trail by just 4.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Here's Gasol. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're losing by 5. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Allen for 3. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're behind by 3. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Farmar kicks to Allen. To tie it up. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Strap those belts on, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a finish. I can just feel it reverberate.
He's right. He is right. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let my belt out just a little bit to get ready for this ride.
Well, you wouldn't need so much in the press room before the games. Maybe
that's a good point.
Be comfortable like we are. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1, getting going right now. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Ryan Anderson out there with Omer Ashik. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Allen passes to Stevenson. Shoots the 3. Ashik comes up with the rebound. Ashik's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Holiday, here we go. Farmar grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Gasol dishes to Stevenson. Nobody near Allen. That ball, high speed that time from Stevenson. That's 12 points for Tony Allen.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Deep 2 from Anderson. Nails the wide-open jump shot. And the Pelicans lead by 2. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 so far in their three-point attempts in overtime. Allen for 3. That doesn't go either for Allen. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
How about this one for Aaron Gordon? 22 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Barnes, who's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Took him no time at all on that one. 9 points for Zach Randolph.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Farmar kicks to Randall. He dishes it to Farmar. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And here's Anderson from the arc, and that one's good.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the 3 right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Big-time shot right there, fellas. In a big moment, and this game definitely worth the price of admission.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
No one near him. It falls.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they...
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And the foul on Jordan Farmar. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Outside Randolph. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're down by 6. 19 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And it's interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 6. 17 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Farmar passes it to Randolph. From the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
spread the floor and let's get to the rim. Attack immediately. We're going to extend this game by fouling, so we got plenty of time, fellas. No need to rush.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the...
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Playing hard, we had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard. The energy, that's where it starts from. And we did a great job that tonight.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. He started the game with a great shooting touch, making his first 4 shots.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.